Tiara, obviously about 10, 15 minutes ago, you just talked about what it just meant for you to be to this moment as a kid from Oregon. Just how special is this day for you? From transferring to multiple different colleges to getting to Oregon State and now dancing in the March Madness tournament. Just what's going through your mind?
Oh my goodness! When I'm telling you, like my mind is literally blown away. Like I literally honestly, like I'm still like jittery, still shaking just for us, like seeing us on the screen. Like it was definitely incredible. But for me, it's just an entirely different thing because I'm like, I never expected myself to be able to play in March Madness. So for me, going from JUCO to a D1 school and then having to find somewhere to come back home and having it be Oregon State, it was just a dream come true. It was totally amazing.
What's this season been like for you? The adjustment period, getting used to Corvallis, an upper, conference tier level, the WCC. What's it been like just adjusting over the last couple months?
I mean, the caliber of play has definitely been a lot higher than what I've been used to. So I definitely had to have support from like my teammates, the staff, just to be able to prove to myself a little bit more that it's possible and that I can do it. But just having that support and having other people believe in me made it so much easier for me to actually show out and step up for when we needed to.
I don't know if you got to watch last year's Oregon State's run at all, but they obviously faced a 14 seed in Eastern Washington that gave the Beavs a little bit of trouble. What's the mentality of this squad heading into the March Madness tournament, knowing that you're a 14 seed, a lot of teams are going to count you guys out? What are you guys kind of heading into this mindset for?
I mean, the phrase that we say every time is why not us? And honestly, everything is possible. We're in March Madness. They call it March Madness for a reason, so anything can happen, and I believe that anything is possible, so don't count us out. Why not us?
Do you recall the first time the words NCAA Tournament were mentioned in the walls of your locker room? You guys actually talked about it?
I mean, for us, we definitely focus on one game at a time, a moment at a time. So we'll figure that out when we got there. But once it was there, we're like, you guys, like, if we made it there, we made it past the tournament and stuff. So what else can we do?
But you're human, and that's a big goal.
Right.
Did it ever come up at all that this was something real that you could get to?
It definitely was a possibility. Like, we definitely did talk about it. Like, could you guys just imagine, like, us making it to the tournament? And honestly, I definitely believe that we all had a feeling that we were going to make it. But the fact that it actually hit reality and that everybody knows we're going to the tournament and we have the trophy and all that stuff to prove it, it just means so much more.
A lot of these teams that make it, especially that have the higher rank runs, they don't go through the adversity that you guys had to go through at the beginning of the season. 1-5 start. You guys faced a lot of tough programs. How do you feel like that those struggles, those hurdles you guys had to go through, the bumps in the road, have kind of helped you up to this point and are going to help you now where it's just one game every day, win, or you go home?
There's a phrase that I actually heard of the other day. It said something along the lines of you have to do something that you never done to get something that you never had. And I definitely believe that us facing all the adversity and all the stuff earlier in the season definitely helped us to water the seeds that we planted early on. And now that the flowers and stuff are blooming, it's definitely showed us that anything is possible and that we are more than capable of reaching it.
I know you guys would have taken probably any opponent in the March Madness tournament, but what are your thoughts facing North Carolina, number 3 seed in this tournament in the bracket that you guys are in?
I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic just to be here, just to play in March Madness, and honestly, it just gives me another reason to fight harder because now it's go big or go home, so we have to give everything that we have.
Just gotta ask, we're in the same region as Oregon, and now you're a UG native. Any thoughts on that?
Oh, I'm excited, and I definitely think that we'll play them, so I'm super excited to have that Oregon rivalry. Just because my whole family, they were all Duck fans and all that stuff, and I was the one that stepped away from that and became a Beaver. So I'm definitely excited to, play them again.